most people are walking around feeling dehumanized, and they're actually feeling unworthy. So a pretty extreme example is in the prison systems, the rate of recidivism, which is repeat reincarceration, is anywhere between 60 and 70% nationwide. That's a pretty serious pattern with somebody.
Wow.
So what they did, there was a group of people that went into a prison in Florida, and they remembered that the 4 core needs of all people are to feel empowered, lovable, connected, and to feel that there's contributions to make. And so what they realize is that all behavior is coming from that, even the negative behavior. And by that, what I mean is, say somebody's in a gang and they go and kill somebody because it's a requirement to fit into the gang. They will override their conscience and their fear of imprisonment. That's what any criminal will do, is they'll override their conscience and their fear of imprisonment, unless they have a psychosis or a, schizophrenia or something.
Right.
They'll do it because there's core needs that are not being met in a productive way. So a person might actually kill somebody to find that sense of belonging and significance in a gang. And then they end up in prison. Well, when the people went into the prison in Florida and they said to the criminal, "You're no different than I am. We both want the same things. You want to feel empowered, lovable, connected, and contributing just like I do." So they consciously took them out of the monster box. The next step was, so how can we help you get those met a different way? And so once they started to create their life around that, the recidivism rate went down to 4%.
Wow.
That's pretty remarkable. And we see that same sort of thing happen. People cannot respect one another if they're trained to be enemies to one another, to be afraid of one another, to have each other in a monster box. And one of the conscious ways that I help do that in the lives of others, but also in my own life, is focusing on purpose. Purpose is the way to be high vision and high purpose proactive. So if I'm tempted to see somebody and discard them in my mind, if there's a part of me that's trained to say, oh my gosh, am I helping that person love their life by what I'm thinking about them? Am I helping myself love my life? Because that's my mission, to create a world where people love their lives. I can measure against that and go, wait a minute, I got them in a monster box. They're not going to love that. I'm not going to love myself doing that to them. So that's an internal management. So respect is really one of those things that you have to learn how to internally manage yourself to choose to not dehumanize people.